In the town where I was born lived a man who sailed to sea, and he told us of his life in the land of submarines.
Hello everybody, Larry here, and welcome back to my channel, Larry's Fountain Pens. Sorry I haven't been on like I should. Been out for a few days because we had a death in the family. One of our doggies died unexpectedly on Wednesday, the 14th at 4:30 p.m. and it was quite devastating. You know, in our opinion, you don't own a dog; they're part of your family, and you take care and you love their dogs as they take care and love you. So, I thought I'd mention that. So, today I want to go over some nibs, different nibs on Jinhao pens only. And the ink I'm using on all 6 of these pens will be the Noodler's Bay State Blue. I'm going to be using the writing samples on the Clairefontaine pad here, and I'm going to have my Goulet loop so I can make sure when I tell you what nib size it is. And later on in a different review, I finally got the Jinhao pens in, the 886 pocket pens, real neat pens. And here are just a few of my ink samples that I have, and I have some other ink jars over there, but that's for another time. Anyway, so what do you say, let's get started. Here's a Jinhao, a nice, good-looking Jinhao deep blue, and I'm not going to go over dimensions or anything about the pen. I've talked about quite a few of them already, but like I said, I'm going to discuss is the nib, the size of the nib, who makes the nib, where I got the nib, and show you a sample of the writing. All right, here we go. And the nib here is a Goulet nib of 1.5. So, let me get the old pad ready, and we're going to do a writing. Alrighty, so here we go. Again, this is a Goulet 1.5 nib. It really is a nice nib. We'll do some line variation here. Isn't that nice? Then we'll do the cross. Nice stub on that, I love it. And we'll just do some of these. That is really sweet. I love the way the nib handles. It writes really nice. And upside down, let's see what it does. And it does, yeah, it does some, you know. So we know it does that. And there's a little, we're starting to skip a little bit. And we'll do some writing here. The Quick Brown Fox. Okay, and again, this is the Jinhao X450 with a Goulet 1.5 nib. Okay, that we got that started. All right, and we'll move on to our next pen. I don't want to be long and dried out here. The next one is a Jinhao X750, and this one here is an Anderson 1.5 nib. So we'll just put that here. This is an Anderson nib 1.5. What kind of pen? It's a Jinhao X750. All right. And we'll just do some line variation. And there you go. No problems with the line variation. Really, really nice. The nib feels good. And we'll do some writing. All right, there you have it. And we better do some of these, shouldn't we? I forgot all about that. Let's drop some ink down. What do you say? There you go. Wet. Nice and wet. And I better do it for this one up here too. Let's give it the whole 9 yards. Isn't that pretty nice and wet? Nice and wet. Alright, now we'll come with our next one. And this is the Jinhao X450 matte black. So we'll just put this one. And the nib size on this. This is an Anderson broad nib. So Jinhao X450 Anderson broad nib. Okay, and we'll do some these little jiggers, and then we'll do some line variation here. Is about what you can get from it. Nice broad nib, I like it. And then we'll do some writing. And wetness. Here's some swishies for you. And there you go. Nice. Nice. All right. Then we're going to come over here with the Jinhao Jumbo 159. And this one is going to be a goulet nib, broad. Okay. And this is a goulet broad nib. Some line. And we'll do some of it. There you go. And we'll do some writing. There you go. So far, they're all pretty much about the same. I really haven't had any problems really starting the pens, or nothing negative to say about the pens. Goulet and Anderson both have some good pens. Some good nibs at a very reasonable price, and you can change the nibs out on these Jinhao X450, 750s, and 159s with no problems. And one of my viewers asked me to change a nib on a Jinhao, and I'm going to be doing that with a different nib that I got in today, but I'm not going to mention the nib, but I'll tell you that it's not going to be a Anderson nib or a Goulet nib, a different one that I have found. So here we go with the next Jinhao, and this is a Jinhao nib right there. That's a Jinhao nib. That's what comes with the pen, medium. So we're going to leave it like that. And here we go. And this is a Jinhao, little skip there, medium nib. And we'll do some wetness real quick. And it's wet, really wet. And some lines here. That's nice and wet. So we can get some lines here. And you get some line variation right there, it is. That's from a regular Jinhao nib. Not bad, I say. And do some little figures here. Good. And some writing. Be lazy. Dog. All right. And I have one more for you. And this is Jinhao 450 with a Goulet nib and a medium nib. All right, here we go with it. I think I better turn the page over. Okay, number 6. Sweet nib. And that's with a Goulet medium nib. Nice. Let's do the witness. What do you say? Here we go. You're seeing it live. If you've been wondering what these nibs were, you're seeing them firsthand. And boom! Talk about wet. Wet. Some line variation here. All right, now we're going to see if we can get some lines out of it. Get a little bit, and that's okay. I like the nib myself, personally. These. It's a nice pen, nice writer, nice nib. And for some quick writing. And just for the heck of it on this one, we'll do the upside down. I didn't do them on all, but give it an idea. And it runs out. So much for the upside down writing. And I'll be right back. Hold on, well, I'm sorry, I got one more pen to do for you. And it is not a Jinhao pen. It's going to be a Delta with a fine nib, and the ink is Montblanc Royal Blue. So let's just get this little jewel going with a fine nib. This is a steel nib, like the rest. Pretty sweet. And this is a fine nib. And let's see how wet. Not going to be real wet, but it writes really well. Kind of dry, but still writes well. I like it. And do some line variation. Let's see what we can get out of it. And you can get a little bit of line variation. Not much. And I would do a writing sample. And there you have it. And I'll be right back. Well, there you have the writing samples on the Jinhao pens with the different nib sizes, the Goulet nibs and the Anderson nibs. And one was a regular Jinhao nibs and with the Delta nib. With that said, I have a review I'm going to be doing here in a few days. It's going to be an interesting review, not on fountain pens, not on ink, not on paper, but on a belt you wear. And it's called Grip 6. They've been on Facebook and they showed how they work. And I am going to demonstrate the belt, how to put the buckle on and take it off and adjust the buckle. And these belts, what's so neat about this belt is the belts come in variety of colors, and so does the belt buckles. And so with that said, I hope you stay tuned for the belt, because you know what? They can match the color of your pens. That's pretty cool, I thought. But anyway, again, thank you for joining me today. And we're only a few days away from Christmas. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button and leave your comments below. And that's all there is to it, my friends. And I appreciate you taking the time and joining me on my channel and letting me show you some really nice nibs that are very affordable nibs. And you'll be very pleased that you bought one. They're number 6 size nibs. Also, the Edison nibs, number 6, will fit in these pens. So you can pick up a really lower end pen that has a number 6 size nib, and you can put one of these nibs in it, and you'll see a big difference in your writing experience with that. So that's all I've got to say. Until our next one, be safe and do not text and drive. Till next time.